The night it happened, the house was too quiet. Not the peaceful kind, more like the kind that presses against your ears and makes your heart beat louder. Claire Mitchell stood in the kitchen of her suburban Ohio home, staring at the small blue light on her phone. One unread message. A voice message. From a number she knew too well. She didn't press play. Not yet. She already knew that once she did, there would be no going back. Claire had been married to Daniel Mitchell for 12 years. Daniel was steady, kind, dependable in a way that didn't demand attention. He worked as a civil engineer, left early, came home tired, kissed Claire on the forehead, and asked about her day. They had 2 children, Ethan, 10, who loved baseball and hated math, and Lily, 7, who collected smooth stones and believed they were lucky. From the outside, the Mitchells looked like a picture-perfect American family. And for a long time, they were. But pictures never show the quiet cracks. It started subtly. Daniel became distant, not cold, just distracted. He smiled less. He checked his phone more. He started taking late-night calls outside. When Claire asked, he said it was work. When she pressed gently, he said she was imagining things. Claire told herself marriage had seasons. She told herself not to be dramatic. She told herself trust meant choosing to believe. The only person she talked to about it was Megan Brooks, her best friend since college. Megan was the kind of friend who knew when to listen and when to speak. She came over with coffee, sat at the kitchen table, and nodded while Claire talked herself in circles. Megan always said the right things. You're strong. You're not crazy. Whatever happens, I've got you. Claire believed her. Why wouldn't she? The truth began to surface on a Tuesday afternoon in a place Claire never expected, the carpool line at Lily's school. A woman Claire had seen before, someone she vaguely recognized from Daniel's office holiday party, leaned into her window and said, "I'm sorry. I didn't know you were his wife." Then she walked away before Claire could ask anything else. That night, Daniel didn't come home until after midnight. 3 days later, the voice message arrived. It was sent by mistake. Or maybe it wasn't. Claire never found out. The message was short, barely 90 seconds, but it felt like a lifetime when she finally pressed play. Megan's voice filled the room. Warm. Familiar. And devastating. "I know it's wrong," Megan said in the message, her voice low and intimate. "But I'm tired of hiding. I love you, Daniel. I always have. She doesn't see you the way I do. After the lawyer meeting tomorrow, everything changes. Just promise me you'll be brave." Claire dropped the phone. The air left her lungs. Her knees gave out, and she sat on the kitchen floor where her children ate cereal every morning. There was no dramatic scream. No shattered glass. Just a long, broken silence as the truth rearranged her entire life. The next weeks moved like slow motion. Daniel didn't deny it. He couldn't. He admitted the affair had been going on for over a year. He admitted Megan had encouraged him to protect himself, to document things, to prepare for divorce quietly. What he didn't know, what Megan hadn't told him, was that Claire had already contacted a lawyer. Her name was Linda Harper. Calm. Precise. Unshakable. Linda listened without interrupting, then said something Claire would never forget: truth doesn't need to shout. It just needs the right moment to be heard. That moment came in a small courtroom filled with big emotions. Both families were there. Daniel's parents sat stiffly behind him. Claire's mother held her hand so tightly it hurt. Megan sat 2 rows back, confident, composed, dressed like someone attending a business meeting instead of the reckoning of a lifetime. Daniel stared at the floor. He looked smaller than Claire remembered. When it was time, Linda stood and requested permission to play an audio recording relevant to the case. Megan's smile faded. The room filled with her own voice, the same voice that once comforted Claire. Every word echoed off the courtroom walls. Every confession landed like a weight. Gasps rippled through the room. Daniel looked up, stunned. He hadn't known Megan had spoken so openly. He hadn't known she had said she loved him. He hadn't known she had planned things so carefully. By the time the message ended, there was nothing left to explain. The judge cleared his throat. Daniel's parents cried quietly. Megan stood up, said something about being misunderstood, then sat back down when no one responded. The truth had already spoken. Loudly. Clearly. The court ruled fairly. Custody was shared. Assets were divided. But the real verdict had already been delivered, not by the judge, but by that voice message. Life after betrayal isn't neat. It doesn't wrap itself up with a bow. Claire struggled. There were nights she cried after the kids fell asleep. There were mornings she didn't want to get out of bed. But there was also something else, strength she didn't know she had. She went back to school. Finished the degree she had put on hold years ago. She built a routine that belonged to her. Slowly, the pain lost its sharpest edges. Daniel tried to apologize. Truly this time. Claire accepted the apology, but not the past. Forgiveness, she learned, didn't mean going back. It meant moving forward without carrying poison in your heart. Megan disappeared from their lives. Some people leave quietly once the truth no longer needs them. Years later, Claire would tell her children, when they were old enough, that honesty matters, that love without integrity isn't love at all, and that silence can hide lies, but it can never erase the truth. If this story touched you, if it reminded you of your own strength or warned you to trust your instincts, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.